Hello again, YouTube. This is Ultrashock coming back with Link to the Past once again. Now, last we left off, we finished the 4th crystal of the Dark World. We got the Titan's Mitt, which allowed us to save the partner of this dwarven blacksmith guy or whatever. And they have now borrowed my sword to temper it. So they're tempering the legendary Master Sword. I'm sorry, we're not done yet. Come back there for a while. So we'll have to not zone out, but we'll have to go off screen a little bit, and I know exactly how to explore. I believe you have to go off the screen somehow, but there's just a bunch of these stakes here that we have to pound in, and a great way to start off right here is to pound in all these stakes over here, because there's something waiting for us after we do. We have a little neat little reward ready and waiting for us. So after doing that, we open this, and we now have another way to get a piece of heart. There's one piece of heart anyway. So there's nothing else inside this cave, so let's just get out. All other sword-related actions have been removed, so that's kind of interesting to note. But there's this chest over here in this house, but that's not what I'm concerned about right now. So let's just go magic mirror our way back to the light world. And I believe my sword should be done. Your sword's tempered up! Now hold it! Great! Your sword is stronger! You can feel the sheer power flowing through your body! It also has a different noise when you swing it too. I think it actually sounds cooler this way, rather than the whoosh, 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 whoosh noise that the Master Sword made it. This is like deeper noise. I don't know. I can't make great noises with my mouth, but there's this chest inside here, and examining it tells you because the key is locked inside this chest, you can never open it. Just take it with you. And you could drag this chest around with you all over the place, but there's one specific place that I want to take the chest. So let us do that. Also, to note, when there's an item following you like this chest, if you tap A, you will leave it behind. So I can't use the Pegasus boots, unfortunately, while dashing with running around this chest. Another thing is that if you jump off a cliff, well, for some cases they'll leave it behind. You'll leave it behind, but this chest is still following me when I jump off a cliff. Then never mind. There's another instance of an item following you that I know is left behind when you jump off cliffs, and that's what I'm thinking about right now. You might know what I'm talking about if you played this game before, but if you haven't, then I'll just pretend I haven't said anything. So I am looking for a specific part over here because this has been hinted towards a lot about, you know, where I should take this chest to. Now, if you wanted to enter the Swamp of Sorrows, again, it's blocked off, there is no way inside. Or whatever the place is called. I have to call it Swamp of Sorrows. But let's go warp over here with a magic mirror. And remember this old guy? I heard you know I used to be a thief, right? Well, I'll open a chest for you. Will you keep it secret from everyone else? Will you please promise? Let's tell everyone. Okay, if that's the way you want it, I hope you drag that chest around forever. Oh, so basically, he will offer you to unlock this chest that we're dragging around for us, because he used to be a thief. And this was hinted toward in, I think, part 2 or 3. There was one of those thieves that said that one of their old members is hanging out next to the entrance to the desert. This is the guy. So let's promise not to tell. And he opens the chest, which has the magic bottle inside it. And if we talk to him again, remember, you promised, don't tell anyone. He also doesn't get mad at us anymore if we break his sign, which is interesting. But that's all he's useful for. So now we have all 4 bottles in the game. We don't have to worry about that anymore. And let's go do some exploring now, shall we? There was also another interesting little tidbit that I was notified of a while back. Let's go warp again back over here. I am not going to revisit the dungeon in particular here, but I want to show off a little Easter egg that I had no idea even existed. Some of you probably know it existed, but I mean, I feel like Wow. I didn't even know this existed in the game. Let's go drain the water again. Okay, yeah. And over here, you notice that there's a fish flopping around about over there? Let's go save that fish, because he used to be living in the water, and you know, I think he likes the water. So let's go pick him up, and let's go one screen above, and oh look, there's a lot of water. Here, fish, have fun. So a fish will jump up, and he says, "Take some rupees, but don't tell anyone I gave them to you. Keep it between us, okay?" And he hops in and out of the water to give us 20 rupees. I honestly did not know this was in the game. And since the water's back here, you can go in and out to drain the water over and over again if you're really starving for rupees. But that's that. I just wanted to show that off. But let's do some exploring, yes, shall we? To the other side of Lake Hylia, the Dark World version. Now I believe there's nothing over here, right? Nope. And there's nothing over here, because the Dark World version of Lake Hylia also houses the next dungeon that we gotta stop by at. Speaking of which, there is one area secret that we should go to right now. So let's go stop by over there before we forget. And not get bombed. Let us magic mirror our way out here first. And let's go take care of this guy, or let's get the piece of heart rather. There we go. It's another one of those one-way routes, or one-way warps that you gotta take to, from Dark World to Light World, so that way you can get the piece of heart or whatever. This is the entrance to the 5th dungeon, and we can't access it right now. We gotta use one of those Light World, Dark World warps. So let's forget about that for now. Instead, let us explore where the ice rod was in the Light World, because there might be something useful there in the Dark World if I stop getting bombed. Holy... Okay, get off me. So, what could ever be waiting for us here? Oh, we have a ferry. Give me that. Okay, thank you. So let's go explore down here in this cave over here. Alright, okay, so there's nothing in here except for a bunch of hearts. Let us hookshot to these pots over here and talk to this tile. Link, did you know if you destroy frozen enemies with a hammer, you will often get the magic to counter? I already knew about this tip, but I didn't show it off too much. So let's go show it off against some of these enemies over here. There's also a few other tidbits that I want to explore as well, but... So, let's go freeze this... Oh wait, we can't freeze that guy, that's right. Let's go freeze this guy. And let's go smash it with the magic hammer. And a lot of the times enemies... frozen enemies smashed with the magic hammer will give us magic power. Usually, a lot of them giving full magic power. Inside here is another story. We'll talk to the hand. Pay him 20 rupees. Thank you. To tell you the truth, I used to be a thief in the Light World. Some of my fellow thieves went into hiding because they were afraid of being caught. One of them was a master locksmith, but now he is hiding the fact that he was a thief. I pretended to be a strange middle-aged guy. Now, we just talked to that guy, remember? And he said, don't promise not to tell anyone that I was a thief. And so, we don't really care about that information. But that's an extra tidbit that we can look out for if we really need the extra tip, you know? Now, inside this wall over here is a ferry. We don't really care about that. But, let's do some exploration, shall we? I'll do some flying around. I'll magic mirror over here to the Light World, because there's one detour that I think we need to make before we go on any further. So let's go play the flute, get picked up by the duck, and let's head to Death Mountain. Now, I'm gonna cut this over here when I go inside the cave and talk to the old man, because we need to run in. Yeah, so let's go talk to the old man.
Link, I think the wizard can take us to 2 worlds somewhere around the castle. All I can do for you now is comfort your weariness. Come back here anytime.
Now we're already at full health, so it doesn't matter, but I'm gonna take a little break here. I'll see you guys shortly after. Be right back. Okay, so now we're back. Let's go exploring this cave again. Well, not really a cave, but there's one specific stop that I want to make here. We're going to be seeing more of this place again later, but right now we need to make this detour. Because this again is a mandatory item that we have to be getting. This is another mandatory item. Ow. Stupid rock. This is a mandatory item that I want to be getting right now before I forget. So that way we don't have to detour too many times here. So we'll just railroad over here, you know, what's the problem? So, let's go through here, back to the Dark World. And this is a Dark World version of Death Mountain, see? It even shows up over there. And there's a 7th dungeon over there. We don't really care about that right now, but it's nice to know. The 5th dungeon is over there in the Dark World version of Lake Hylia, and the 6th dungeon is where the desert used to be. So what's this?
You didn't change your shape. You're not just a normal guy, are you?
Wow, your shape didn't change. You got the moon pearl, huh? Yeah, I got the moon pearl. Now shut up, get out of my way. So now that we're back at the peak, let's go jump off and go across this bridge. And there's another one of these stone tablets over here. Of course, we can't translate it, so let us pull out the Book of Medora and translate it ourselves. Hold up the Master Sword and you will get the magic of Ether. This is the Ether Medallion. Its magic controls the upper atmosphere and the polar wind. Watch your magic meter. Now keep in mind that the sword we're using is still the Master Sword. It's just been tempered by these dwarven guys that really know what they're doing. So, regardless, let us, let's see, let's do some more exploration, shall we? Because I want to tackle the next dungeon, but only after we make some more preparations, I suppose. So let's go over here. And now let's see, charge past this guy. Now, there is something to the east of Sanctuary that I want to note. So let's go over here. I mean, we passed by this place several times, but we haven't actually explored it. So let's do some exploration there right now, shall we? First off, let's go pick up these rocks. And let's go push this grave over here. And we're falling down over here. Oh no, where does this lead? Whoa! I remember this spot. I haven't seen this like until like freaking 8 parts ago. Not 8, it's more like 10, 12 parts ago. Whoa. Somewhere in between there. I don't know. I'm bad at counting right now because I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do. I'm stupid. So, now remember those blastable rocks? Blastable walls. Let's go open that and be on our way. So, inside here we have pots, hearts, bombs, rupees, which I'm maxed out on right now, and more hearts and rungs. Okay, so now that we're maxed out on rupees, I think I know where we're supposed to stop next, but let's explore the rest of this place before we stop. Or actually, because we're maxed out, let's make a detour first before stopping here further. Because I have full rupees and I want to put them to waste because I don't remember if any of these chests are filled with more and more rupees. Yeah, like that. Why are these rats giving me rupees now I don't need any? Well, anyway, regardless, that gravestone leads back to those blastable walls that inside the Hyrule Castle dungeon that we could have explored. And if we pick up our flutes and warp over to the wishing fountain, then we can go use up the rest of our 999 rupees for good purposes. Now I want to note something here as well while we're in this island, that this black rock, we can pick it up now, and this is the warp that we take to access the 5th dungeon. We'll see that next video. But right now, I want to max out the rest of my arrows and bombs. So let's go toss in a few rupees, blah blah blah. Yeah, I'll just cut this here and we'll see more of this when we're back with full bombs and arrows. Because I believe I can max it out by this point. So, be right back. Okay, so now I'm maxed out on bombs and arrows, and if I toss 50 rupees inside the fountain again, or the pond, then if I wish for bombs or arrows, she will give us back all the money we tossed in, which in this case is 100 rupees, and she says that,
I cannot grant any more wishes for you, but a friend of mine might be able to. She lives in a waterfall of wishes near Zora's Lake. I will return your rupees to you. May you be happy.
unfortunately for you, you stupid broad, I already visited your friend. So, now we have no purpose for this place anymore. We are done with this place, we are maxed out on bombs and arrows. So let's just go jump off, and let's explore the rest of that graveyard. This feels a little wrong though, that we're grave robbing, and why am I swimming back? I didn't really do anything. Whoops. Hello. Alright, so let's go, get the duck. Let's go back to Kakariko. Yeah, why not? Let's go rush over the— oh, crap. Whoops, this guy noticed me. Too bad I can one-shot you now. Tempered sword, tempered master sword. It's awesome, man. So let's go explore the rest of this graveyard to the east of Sanctuary. Feels dirty grave robbing, but I want to go get this little nifty tidbit. Because there's a little secret that we can explore with it. Now that we can carry these black rocks, we can go open this route up over here. And let us go charge over here. Bam! Secret door. You can't push it open, you can only charge into it with the Pegasus boots. So this leads to a treasure chest, which if we get it, is the magic cape. You are invisible when you wear it. Watch your magic meter. Now, even with the half magic draining that we have, this magic cape drains the crap out of your magic power. Now it's notable because we can get another heart piece in the Dark World because of that, and we should detour our way to the Dark World right now. But I want to show that the rest of these graves, you can push them rather than charge into them. This is the only grave that you can't push open, you have to charge into it. For nifty extras that's inside it. Because all the other graves just give you skull and crossbones, I suppose. I don't know what else to call it, but yeah, so we're bad people for digging up graves. But I want to go to the Dark World real quick, and I want to go back to this part over here. So I'll just make a little quick cut over here, and I'll see you guys when I get back to the Dark World. Be right back. Hello again, viewers. This is the cleverly named cave that sign was pointing to a while back. And this is where the sanctuary used to be in the Dark World. See this? This is where the sanctuary used to be. Now, let us go explore this cave real quick just to see what the inhabitants of this cave has to tell us. It's this guy over here. Hey, I'll tell you a profitable story if you pay me 20 rupees. How about it? Thank you. To tell you the truth, I found an incredible beauty inside the pyramid, but someone sealed the door. You can't do anything with a standard bomb, they say. That's very interesting. He refilled our health too, so I gotta thank him for that. But something inside the pyramid. Now, oh crap. Why did I touch you? But now, if you remember in the Dark World when we entered, we were started on top of this large pyramid. He's saying that there's something inside it. This is a blatant hint towards something else too, but you know, it's really vague and unclear what the hint's about until we actually do some extra exploring. But since I already know what to do, it's kind of moot, I suppose, so we'll see. Now, if you remember I think 3 parts ago, there was this sign over here. I'll give a piece of heart to the person who wears the cape. I think we have the cape, so let's go explore this cave over here. Because we have a cape now. The magic cape even. Oh crap, why'd I touch you? Go away. So let's go upstairs over here, and I wonder what we need the magic cape for. I wonder. Whoops. Let's go hookshot away over here. And see, normally we get this thing's blocking the way. We bounce back. So we have to use the magic cape to make ourselves invisible, and now we can bypass that obstacle. Really nifty. And so now that we bypass that obstacle, we get the piece of heart, and now we're one step closer to another heart, rather, I should say. I think that's all we can do right now, because all the other preparations that we've made are mainly for the next dungeon in the Dark World. So that's our next stop for today, the Dark World dungeon. Yeah, okay, I know where to go now. So, the Dark World Dungeon 5. That's our next stop for today, and this is Elchotros signing off right now. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the next part of Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, where we tackle the 5th dungeon of the Dark World. See you guys next time.